The Korean government decided the years 2016 to 2018 to be Visit Korea Year and host 20 million tourists. But most of what is known about Korea to people overseas is information technology or IT or K-pop and sometimes even wrong information. Therefore, it is especially important in 2016 to teach the world about the real Korea. That's our news feature tonight with Lee Ji-won.
There are over 10 million tourists visiting Korea every year. What is their image of the country?
Samsung was maybe the first thing I thought about.
K-pop.
Korea is one of the more developed countries here in Asia.
More people around the world are now more familiar with Korea, but there are still many that don't know the country or have the wrong idea about it.
There's often, do you live in North Korea or South Korea? And so there's still, most people, or a lot of people in the United States don't really know what Korea is like today.
In the primary school, in the normal education, the history of Asia, it's not so well taught.
I heard a lot about China, about Japan, but not that much about Korea, unless it was about the war with the North Pole.
How did so many people overseas end up learning misleading or wrong information about Korea? I came to the foreign textbook library to find out more.
Unlike Chinese or Japanese history contained in these books, Korean history is scarcely mentioned, if not at all, while some of the books that do have incorrect and misleading information. For instance, a number of textbooks still describe Korea as an aid-receiving country or have Korea's Dokdo Island as Japanese territory. A research showed that the most errors found in foreign textbooks regarding Korea are historical facts.
When Korea was poor, there was no way to promote the country to the world. So the world learned about Korea through documents from China and Japan.
In order to tackle this issue, the Ministry of Education established the so-called Division of Understanding Korea project, which aims at revising foreign textbooks and correcting the errors in them. So far, a total of some 3,000 textbooks from about 100 countries have been revised. The second most common errors found in foreign textbooks are Korean geographical locations. British and French maps from the 18th century recorded the sea east of the Korean peninsula as Sea of Joseon. The same record can be found in Japanese maps from the 1844 and 1853. But during the Japanese colonization from 1910 to 1945, Japan one-sidedly changed the name of the sea to Sea of Japan, and the name is still being printed wrongly in the foreign textbooks. Efforts to correct these kinds of errors are also made by Korean groups overseas. Thanks to the continuous work by Korean nationals living in the U.S. state of Virginia, the correct name of the EC was legally corrected in all textbooks and maps. Likewise, books in Tasmania, an island state off Australia's south coast, were also corrected with the right name. The majority of errors regarding Korea's history and geography found in foreign books are originated from Japan's history distortions. This video, posted by Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs on YouTube last year, claims that Korea's miracle on the Han River, or the rapid post-war recovery of the country, was possible thanks to Japan's aid on various infrastructures. This, in addition to Japan's recurrent sovereignty claims of Korea's Dokdo Island, as stated in Japanese textbooks. To mend and correct such distortions, the Voluntary Agency Network of Korea, commonly known as VANK, was established as Korea's first ever internet-based diplomatic organization. VANK searches for wrong information about Korea on the web, as well as in textbooks, in order to revise incorrect facts.
Maybe it's our fault we never provided the world with the right information about us, and instead kept on blaming China and Japan. But now we're striving to change that by providing the right information ourselves. It takes a long time, but I think this is better than just getting angry about it.
The results of 17 years of research and revision efforts by 130,000 volunteers are some 500 corrected errors from various global media outlets such as National Geographic, Dorling Kindersley, and Microsoft.
It might take 50 years to correct distorted history, but it only takes one day to teach the world about Korea ourselves, if we do it first. With this thought in mind, we're further expanding our activities to promote the correct facts about Korea.
Korea may have achieved a rapid economic growth, but the world now needs to know the real Korea, a Korea that is based on correct information and facts. Lee Ji-won, Arirang News.